I'm Andrew Kirsch. I spent just under a decade as an intelligence officer with the Canadian Security Intelligence Service. Today, I'm going to answer some questions that I get about working for CSIS or applying to CSIS. One question I get frequently is, are there any fitness requirements or testing to go into working for CSIS? And at least when I was there, first of all, I'll say I'm not CSIS HR. I don't want to speak on behalf of the organization. Things may have changed since I left around 2016. But when I was there was no fitness test, no fitness requirements to get in. People of all different shapes, sizes, physical abilities work at CSIS. And, I always joke now if we had relied on my ability to throw a punch or kick or sprint a certain speed to get out of a challenging situation, we would have been really out of luck. That was not a big part of my day. Mercifully, thankfully, was never, pardon me, a part of my day was getting into self-defense issues while I was there. So, not in a way, although there may be, as I said, challenges for folks who want different roles. If you're surveilling, going to sit in a car all day, that might be a challenge for people who would be physically limited. But to be honest, things happen while you're there. I had a friend who broke his foot and obviously couldn't drive a car for a while. And so they make allowances for what you can and can't do and find a role that is appropriate. The other question on similar note is if any issues around pre-existing anxiety, depression, mental health challenges. Once again, I am not CSIS HR. There is a psychological assessment when you join. I believe it was the Myers-Briggs. It took 200 odd questions, half of a day, and they go through it to make sure you have a psychological profile that would fit for the role that you have. The most important thing I would say is to be honest in your evaluation when you go and speak to folks working there. Obviously, for national security, there's an issue around getting security clearance requires loyalty and reliability as it relates to loyalty. You wouldn't want to keep anything secret, not shared, that could be held against you. That would be a problem. Also know that intelligence officers, people at CSIS go through challenges throughout their career. CSIS tries to be supportive. There's an employee assistance program where you can get help, short-term, long-term, if you're going through a challenging situation, personal situation. There's an acknowledgement the job can be tough. Things can happen in people's lives, and they do their best to support employees. And I imagine make allowances for candidates too who have had those issues in their past. So, maybe not yes, no type of an answer, but some things to consider in your application. You can send your questions info@kirschgroup.com or like, subscribe, and put some questions in the comments. Do what I can to answer them. So we'll speak soon. And until then, stay safe.